Hello, everybody. This is BeastCat100, and welcome back to some more BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend. Um, in the last episode, we'd gotten back on track with Ragna's story after the gag reel, and we met Tarakaka, and I guess assume we took some time to recover from the attack with from Carl, and then suddenly we met some girl named Luna or Senna, um, and came into contact with Lambda, which is one of Kokonoe's experiments, as it were, aka a nice new clone slash recover new NU, uh, clone slash recolor. In this episode, we are going to find Rachel because in our little chat with Kokonoe, we overheard something about Noelle and, well, Ragna's worried. So, we're going to start off there for today. If you like what you see, leave a like down below. Comment if you have anything to say. Subscribe to me if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join in on this adventure. Nice outfit there, Ragna.
You know, Ragna, you've been training with me for quite a while now.
I guess. I've had to plow through a bunch of useless crap, but I have to thank you nonetheless.
That's so.
Master, it's time for me to go.
All right, then.
Jubei responded to Ragna without turning around. As Ragna's footsteps faded into the distance, Jubei started walking the direction of what used to be a church.
I got him involved, after all. I'm sorry. I really am. You can hate me if you want. I promised I'd never use it again, but...
Continuing to mutter to himself, Jubei walked towards the rubble. There was a specific place he was going, and he eventually stopped at a place he was looking for.
I'm just gonna borrow this one more time.
My goodness, sentimentality from you? Or perhaps you feel regret?
Rachel,
Yes?
you know what happened to Jin and Saya, right?
Rachel slowly closed her eyes, her eyelashes brushing against her cheek.
Yes, I do.
Is what Master said true?
I can intervene no more than he can.
I know.
And you wish to fight even so?
Yeah. Something I have to do.
Oh, it will not be pleasant.
After that brief glimpse of hell, how could what I've decided to do possibly be any worse?
The path you've chosen will have more than its fair share of misery.
I figured as much.
You're back?
Yeah. Sorry to make you wait.
Huh. Didn't think you were here too, Rachel.
It is always a pleasure to see you, Jubei.
As Jubei and Rachel exchanged looks, Rachel slowly nodded her head.
All right, Ragna. I'm giving you this.
Huh? A jacket? And a sword?
I had the sister look after him for a while. Think you got the patience to listen to a long story from an old man?
You have a long story to tell? Holy shit, like that's never happened before.
Huh. True. A long time ago, back when the Black Beast was running around causing trouble, something happened that a lot of people don't remember. For about a year, the son of a bitch didn't do nothing. Just sat there. That year gave us, the 6 heroes, enough time to find and figure out Ars Magus. Without that year, I reckon humanity and every living thing on Earth would be long dead by now.
Indeed.
And then?
Well, the thing is, that year wasn't just a lucky break. It was a goddamn man-made miracle, made by one man, one friend.
And who's that?
He called himself Blood Edge.
Blood Edge.
I told you about the Black Beast, right? Monster would eat any sort of life. Didn't matter. All the thing did was kill and eat. Critter like that might as well be fear itself, the way it makes you feel.
Sorry, I missed one thing here. Ah, wait. Goddamn man-made miracle. That year wasn't just lucky. Okay.
But he never gave up. Never stopped fighting. Nobody knew. Didn't matter how desperate things got, he never gave up hope. He bought us the time we needed. Cost him his life, but he did what had to be done.
I could do nothing but watch.
I ain't never met no one more deserving of being called a hero. This sword and this jacket were his.
I know they both feel heavy.
Yes, they are. If you can feel that weight, then there ain't nothing more I can teach you. From here on out, you're on your own, kid.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, you remember it's the path you chose. Accept responsibility for what you do. And don't ever make the mistake of thinking that the power of the Azure Grimoire is yours.
I know. You've only said that about 1,000,000 times already.
Without so much as a backwards glance, Jubei started to walk away.
What? Can't bring yourself to call me master one last time? Ah, you never change, do you? We ain't gonna cross paths again anytime soon, kid. When the time comes, I reckon we'll see each other again. But until then, this is goodbye.
He took off, huh?
Oh, you going to cry?
I better take off as well. Later.
Farewell.
So that's what the uniform looks like without the jacket.
Ragna, the Blood Edge.
Rachel murmured the name, distinctly stressing every syllable as Ragna walked away. Because from this point on, that would be the name by which she'd be known. Much like Jubei had done moments before, Rachel looked over towards the ruins of the church.
How ironic that the only one left standing before a church should be me. Wouldn't you agree?
The vampire stood alone with a sad smile. Wow.
Rachel! I know you're watching. Hey, Rachel! Rachel!
Would you be so kind as to cease your yelling? My ears are quite delicate and perfect, you know.
The scent of roses began to fill the air, followed immediately by the overwhelming sensation of intense pain.
Ow! What are you so pissed about? God damn it, stop hitting me in the head!
Ugh! You spit! How common! How disgusting! I am always watching you, am I? How sad to have such an inflated sense of self-purpose. To answer your question with your own crude vernacular, I am pissed because you seem to believe I am a stalker. I am anything but.
Well, I mean, I just figured since there's no one around...
No one around? My God, what sort of hideous deviant are you? Please, keep your fantasies in that rotting mass you seem to believe is ahead. Why, I can scarcely stand to be around someone who harbors such sickening desires.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? The second I let you get a word in, you immediately start in with abuse.
Don't speak to me. I fear I may contract whatever grotesque malady has invaded your body. Goodness knows it is likely infectious. I ask you then which one of us is at fault. I believe you know the answer.
I have no freaking clue what you're talking about.
Ragna, please. I have asked you a question.
Oh, okay, I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Not the most convincing of apologies, but I suppose I can accept it this time. Be thankful for my mercy.
Okay. God.
Now, What is it that you require? You have summoned me here, which is no small imposition for a lady as constantly occupied with important matters as I. If this is not a matter of terrible import, I fear the consequences for you will be dire.
Alright, how's this for important, Bunny Leech? I was eating when a Murakumo unit appeared out of nowhere. And, to add to the insanity, the owner was that... what's-her-name from Sector 7?
Kokonoe. I suspected as much.
What was that? You knew?
A warning, Ragna. That petulant child does not always employ methods which are, shall we say, rational. I doubt she realizes just how far her obsessions have taken her.
You, of all people, have the stones to call someone irrational and obsessed? Whatever. Anyway, that bitch pulled off a spatial transfer. Only someone really powerful, or you, could pull something like that off.
Unfortunately, Ragna, I cannot answer your question. I know the answer, but it is not something that I shall have the opportunity to share.
Again with the cryptic statements. Then how about this one? Before she broke off contact, she mentioned Noelle Vermilion. What is she after? And what the hell is true successor of the Azure Grimoire supposed to mean?
Why, I should imagine that particular phrase speaks for itself. That foolish, incompetent child is the successor to the true Azure. She will quite possibly become the eye of the world.
You told me before that my Azure Grimoire was fake.
Indeed, I did.
So then?
I told you the truth. Did you think otherwise?
So I'm a fake. Then why did you waste your time saving me?
Whether you are an imitation or the genuine article is hardly the issue.
So once again, why?
Your eyes.
My eyes? What about them?
You wanted to live, so I obliged you.
I don't remember any of that. Whatever the case, it looks like I'm pretty much useless to you guys then.
No, Ragna. The world most certainly has need for you. You are the destroyer.
Okay. So we have the answer that we were, well, to Jubei's question, sort of. I don't think it's as black and white as that. But, yeah, I get the idea. He actually wound up being the destroyer, as we saw from multiple times with New. Him and New forming the Black Beast. But I also think that he's going to wind up being the protector of the Azure as well. He seems very concerned about Noelle, and if Noelle's the inheritor of the true Azure, I'm sure that he would be kind of by her side, protecting her, taking it very literally.
Destroyer?
Did I not say so? Yes. You are the one person with the capacity to destroy the order that grips this world. This pointless, disgusting order.
Order?
Well, I have come this far. I may as well tell you. This world has gone mad, but it attempts to stabilize itself by repeating history over and over. The force which maintains this stability is order. It can manifest as anything. So long as it exists, so can the world. The world desires an ordered existence and will go to great lengths to maintain such. But you are a destroyer, a threat to that order. And as such, the world sees you as a threat to be eliminated. What does the human body do when it falls ill?
Huh? Do you really think I'm that stupid? Your immune system reacts to and fights off any bacteria that's in your body. All you have to do is eat and sleep, and eventually you'll get better.
Yes, your body will create antibodies. This mad world does the same. In this case, that antibody is Jin Kisaragi.
It still doesn't really explain where all of that insanity comes from, but...
What the...
Noelle is one of the few with the power to calm the forces of order. But that power is not what Terumi is after this time.
Then what the hell is that dumbass Terumi after?
Oh, I believe I've told you enough for one day, Ragna. Now that I've explained the situation to you, I suggest that you refrain from any further involvement. You may leave the rest to me.
What? Where the hell did that come from?
You cannot defeat Terumi. He is... It is difficult to explain. I will simply say it would be impossible for you to win, and leave it at that.
Listen, Rabbit, just cut the crap. You're telling me to just stay out of it and watch? I never want to go through that again.
Ragna, you...
Get the hell out of my way, Rachel. I could give a rat's ass if I'm fake or not. As I just said, I never want to go through that bullshit again.
Very well, Ragna. Clearly your pig-headedness will brook no opposition. At least do me the favor of showing me your determination. Show me how determined you are to destroy the order that grips this world.
Interesting face that her face is always kind of just neutral, but there's definitely something bigger behind the scenes here, and it even has her worried. Guess what? I'll see you after the battle, because we actually had to lose this one.
Go home.
Kneel before me, Ragna.
Rabbit. Oh, great. The silent treatment again.
Ragna, you use it too much.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
Have you forgotten already? Never think of the power of the Azure Grimoire as your own.
Aren't you just quoting the Master's words? Whatever. I'm using my powers to carve out my own destiny.
Even Jubei's training could not separate the idiot from the man, it seems. I fear you are beyond even my help.
What is up with you? You're not making any sense. What in the...
Suddenly, Ragnar found himself struggling to control his right arm.
What's going...
Ragnar's right arm, which was infused with the power of the Azure Grimoire, started to vibrate. He felt as something deep inside had burst and began to feel as if some kind of fluid was seeping through. Without being summoned, a massive amount of seether began to converge on Ragnar's right arm, and there was no sign that it would end.
Okay, calm down. Why is it all of a sudden...
An image suddenly appears in Ragnar's head. It's the image of the blackness spreading from his right arm into every part of his body and eventually into his brain, being utterly consumed.
Huh?
As that thought occurred to him, everything disappeared. It's as if nothing had ever happened. The Azure was the same as it ever was. It continued to exist and nothing more.
What the hell just happened?
Although everything seemed to be back to normal, it was clear that the entire episode wasn't a daydream. Ragna was exhausted from the effort required to maintain control.
Did it get out of control? It can't be. Whatever happened, this isn't the time or place to be sleeping.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Ragna knew that if he had lost focus, it'd be all over. He knew there'd be no way for him to recover. Without thinking, Ragna had stepped into the cathedral. He didn't know where he was going, but...
Hey there, brother.
Hi, Jin. Those who were being drawn to the power of the Azure had begun to arrive as well.
Jen. I really don't have the time to play with you right now.
Oh, don't be like that, brother. We finally get to see each other at last. It doesn't look like anyone will be coming to disturb us. So let's have fun. That's right. Let's play together right up until the end.
Jin, move.
I'm afraid I can't do that, brother.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, whatever is the matter, brother? You really don't look too well. Oh, well, you won't have to worry about it for much longer. You'll be at peace soon.
Jin, this is probably the end. So get the hell out of my way.
Yuki-Anasa, come.
You son of a...
brother. I'm so happy that you're finally getting into it. Now, let's get started, shall we? Let's play!
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Excuse me. Nah, Ragna. Oh, but he's still in full power mode. Oh, I have unlimited fucking bullshit powers right now. Damn it, I can't get it. Come on. There it is. Fuck yeah, I wish to save. This is awesome. I mean, it's tragic, but this is awesome.
Where am I? The Azure Grimoire seems unnaturally quiet. No, that's not right. The Azure Grimoire is gone. My right arm is back? What the hell is going on? And where the hell am I? It's so dark. I can't see a thing.
The world was about to be broken. A world that would soon devolve into pandemonium and massacre and destruction. The Black Beast had returned. The Azure had changed to black.
This ain't good.
An insightful observation, and an accurate one. But the blame for this falls on no one. What has happened is merely a cycle correcting itself.
I don't reckon this war's gonna take so long as the last one. Mankind's got itself Ars Magus now. And if Ragna ain't around...
I am aware of the facts.
I can't make out what's going on. I can't think anymore. All of the screams that are echoing. Whose voice is that? Saya? Jin? What happened to me? My body... the head... hurts. The world seems turned on its side. No. That's not it. It's me who has collapsed. But damn, the ground is red. No. This is a person's... Did I do that? Damn. I'm sleepy.
Almost immediately, Ragna became extremely drowsy. He was about to close his eyes. As he was about to close his eyes, he thought he had heard someone's voice. Hearing the voice, Ragna suddenly felt that he should try to stay awake for just a moment longer.
Ragna. I'm sorry, Hakumen, but I think you can wait just a little longer.
A beast with no heart is no enemy of mine. My task is complete. What remains, I must leave to you. Come, Noel Vermillion. You have already seen enough tragedy to last a lifetime.
No, I'll see him off. This is my responsibility.
Is that so?
With that, Hakumen turns and leaves.
Noel. Oh, and that mask-wearing freak and master. And Rachel. Is that you? My bad, I can't really see anything.
No one present seemed to be able to hear Ragna's voice, so no one responded.
So this is how it ends. Ragna's son, I'm so sorry. Damn it, Rachel. How could I let the boy down like this? I should have kept a tighter rein on things. I should have been more careful.
No, this was something you could not have prevented. It is not your fault, nor was it Ragna's. The fault lies with none of us. This is nothing more than a cruel joke time has played.
Rachel.
Rachel went to Ragna's side despite the blood that was soiling her clothes. She reached out and softly touched his cheek. Her touch was warm and gentle.
Oh, Ragna, I am so very sorry. Once again I could do nothing, and now you must suffer for it. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. All that I can do is watch, as everything ends.
It's okay. I mean, what the hell? That's so not like you.
Rest for now. Though you may forget me, I shall never forget you. I will see you again in another world.
One of many possibilities of the Continuum shift.
Help me, Professor Kokanoe.
Why am I being thrust into this?
Greetings, lost children. I am Professor Kokanoe, genius scientist and ruler of the Sector 7 laboratory. Well, okay, we aren't in the lab at the moment. This place can sort of be temporarily moved into the boundary. Well, simply put, it's a mysterious room. A room where you can do anything you want. To be honest, it's a paradise for all those sad little lost children who couldn't make it to the true ending. A sort of Avalon.
Oh, man. So you fucked up. Well, at least you're with everybody else who fucked up.
If you're one of those nutbars who's all, I don't need help, or I only want to unlock hidden stuff, or I'll just look for a flowchart online, then you can piss off.
Fuck you!
Very well. Lost child of the day, you may enter.
Huh?
Hey, what are you looking around for? You're making me nervous.
What the hell is this place?
This is a counseling room. When your soul screams for solace, it calls to me, and this room takes form in the boundary for a little while. Now, tell me all your problems.
What the hell was that supposed to mean? Why am I here? Just a minute ago, I was in Kagutsuchi's...
Ah, yes. You just destroyed Kagutsuchi. It's all gone. Well, I guess that's not strictly true. Actually, you destroyed the entire planet. Now it can't be sold.
Who the hell's buying? What are you talking about?
If I try to explain all that crap, we'll be here forever. Besides, they should probably explain that in the actual game, not here. Anyway, you failed.
Failed? Oh yeah, at the end there was this black mist. It started spreading, and...
Ah, so you do remember a little bit. Good. I was just about to shed a single tear and say something along the lines of, how unfortunate. His memory is shot, and he's still so young.
But you just said it! When the hell did you become so straightforward? I remember you being all cryptic and enigmatic and shit.
Well, once you go back to the real world, you're gonna forget all of this. So, character traits, relationships, that crap, doesn't mean anything.
Were you born being able to spout gibberish, or was it something you learned? I'm the main character, and yet again, I get left in the dark. It's really starting to piss me off.
He's not necessarily wrong.
Shut up! Just shut up. Fine. I'll just give you a little medicine to calm you down. Yes.
Stop it! I don't like needles! Anyway, weren't you just going on about a counseling room earlier?
Oh, right. Almost lost my focus there. Nothing good comes of being around idiots. Anyway, I'm giving out advice so you can find your way to the true ending.
What is this? No, this is fine. Even though I feel like you have to try to get to this ending.
Stupid is as stupid does. That, and you just said we'd forget everything once we move on. So any advice you give would be meaningless. Now who's the idiot?
Ow! Hey, stop! Don't blow my cheeks!
Don't try and think about this, Ragna. Your brain cell can't handle the strain. Your big friend on the other side of the monitor will just remember all of this for you. Isn't that convenient?
I have a guide, thank you.
You bitch!
Anyway, do you know why you're here? Rachel must have told you something.
The rabbit? Oh, yeah. I think it was, do not mistake the power of the Azure as your own. Some crap like that.
You don't look much like her, and the delivery's off.
Screw you, I got the gist of it. So what about it?
Damn, you're an idiot. You know, in a game like this, it's kind of important to the plot to listen to people's warnings.
Really?
You're practically a walking dead man. I bet you're thinking that as long as you act like a badass and spout cheesy crap like, "What did you say?" you're just gonna get away with it, right? Right?
Well, I mean, maybe a little. Okay, so basically you're saying that I need to pay more attention to what Rachel and my master tell me, right?
That's right. If you rely too much on the dark power of the Azure, you're gonna die. That's just a given for anyone who's gifted.
Really? I'm not quite sure I get it, but I'll be sure to be more careful in the future. Well, I guess I'll be on my way then.
Good. Don't come here anymore. Honestly, your story is pretty straightforward. I'm not really sure how you managed to cock it up.
Fuck.
Oh, right. You don't have to lose on purpose to get 100% completion. I guess that really pissed people off last time.
No, really.
Well, okay, full disclosure. There are some story paths for certain characters that won't open up unless you die. That's it. Promise.
Okay, I get it.
So I guess that's it for episode 1. What? Too much exposition? Oh, bite me. It's the first episode. We have to get some of the stuff out of the way. Jeez. Anyway, I'm sure we'll meet again, if fate wills it so. See you later.
Oh, I love how much character this game has. It's amazing, honestly. Okay, I think that wraps it up for today. In the next episode, we actually win against Rachel and then go on to the true path. So, with that, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Bye-bye.